I don't think anyone should have to sell their body, but I do think that everyone owns their body, that their body belongs to themselves, and what they choose to do with their body is their choice. So I think to a certain extent, if a person chooses that kind of life, because you can't just put everybody in one category and say nobody chooses to be a prostitute, nobody chooses to be a stripper, nobody chooses a life in the sex industry. That's not true. It's unfair to disregard that there is a choice, but I think that the crime is when there isn't a choice.
The mission of What If Works is to provide a place for postgraduate students in theatre and film to have creative opportunities in all areas of production, not just performance, but writing, directing, designing, stage managing, business. So What If Works, recently established, is really seeking to give young people graduating from colleges, universities, a company, a place to work and sort of make their first step. The playwright Deborah Fortson, who lives in Boston, spent 2 years interviewing victims, and she chose 7 stories that she then turned into a kind of docudrama for the stage. And this production's been done in many colleges across the country over the last 5 years, in fact, many times as stage readings. And that's how this particular project started, as a stage reading. It's all about really getting the message to young people before they step out and certainly step into college, into the college environment. Yes, we need to get the programming on television, we need to continue to make documentaries and films about these issues, get it into the public arena, but I think we've somehow got to get to young people and get the subject discussed and debated. I mean, there are some school districts that have a problem discussing it still. It's hard to believe, but you know, in your own backyard is very much a part of what this problem is. The funding we're seeking is to pay production costs and the costs of designing and producing a study guide that teachers and mentors can use, not just in schools but in clinics, in support groups. So the money that comes in for this project goes directly to that. No one in the project is being paid, myself included as the director. The actors are postgraduate actors. I think the most incredible thing about projects like this is that they are really being driven by young people, desperately wanting to do something for young people, to protect young people, to help young people, and make sure they don't fall through the cracks. The amount we're looking for, you know, $10,000 is a true and honest figure of what it will cost to record this in at the WLRN Channel 17 studio, and also produce a study guide. We obviously have to create DVDs that can go and be distributed to schools and groups and clinics and so forth. So there will be that production as well. But all the money that comes in, all the revenue coming into this, is going to pay for production costs.
Ideas of sex evolving as I've been involved with this project, and my awareness of issues in the world and the exposure that it's given me to the world and to different types of people in the world and different circumstances in the world. It's really been like such an eye-opening experience that every time I do it, I feel selfish in a way. I feel like I'm getting more from it than I could ever give to it. And I admire that about theater, that it gives you that feeling. But this project, more than anything, the courageous people who shared their stories, who gave us that gift originally, and the fact that we get to share those stories with other people, to me is just, I mean, it pays you back. Like, it gives you so much more than you could ever give it.